The show is just for you. Oh, whoa, hey, yeah.
Hi, and welcome to a new season of Curtains Up. We're glad to have you here. Tonight we'll be taking a look at Kambon Obayani's L.A. Stories, a play about the different classes of races and people and what's happening during the L.A. uprising.
We don't have to go to the store, son.
Well, why not?
Dumas is in touch with his homies, and they've got everything under control.
His homies? Has everybody gone crazy? All hell is breaking loose out there, and we're going to trust his homies, a bunch of low-life niggas?
I trust all my children.
No, wait a minute, Paul. This is not about trust. This is about money. Tell me what you know, Dippity Dumas.
I don't know anything.
Now leave him alone, he might.
Move out the way, sis. I'm talking to Dippity Dumas, and he's going to tell me what and who he knows, or I'm going to stuff this walkie-talkie down his throat.
Dad, will you?
It's between them, baby girl.
Tell me how you can guarantee the safety of our store now.
My homies know some drug dealers. They're the ones
Say
behind
what?
the drug dealers. They're gonna move into locations
Drug
to become. They're gonna move into locations to become expensive when everything calms down.
Well, I'll be damned. Drug dealers. A bunch of low-life niggas.
Low-life niggas. Now you've got your nerve as if you didn't grow up in the same neighborhood.
And in this house.
I grew up in this house and this neighborhood, but there wasn't anything niggerish about it. Now it's different. They must have thought I was some drug dealer.
That's what you get for driving that Rolls down here. You got other cars.
I have the right to drive anything, anywhere I want.
Right, and every time you drive that thing down here, they stop you.
That's why I don't come down here.
Well, if I remember correctly, they also pulled you over in Beverly Hills.
That was entirely different.
Kambon Obayani, better known as Oba, was the writer of two plays, one-act plays playing at the Barbage Theater. And what are the name of those plays?
The first play is Believers, and the second play is Next Time Fire.
Right. He's also a novelist, a professor, and a fine gentleman, I might add. And I'd like to ask you, what was the inspiration for writing those two particular plays?
The inspiration for Believers basically came about from observing kind of standardized information that's sent out to people, especially ethnic people coming up now at this time. There's the whole idea of some say you can make it if you try, and that there's a certain format, even a way of looking and what have you, that if one follows in this direction, if you follow these set modes of behavior, set modes of dress and what have you, that you can achieve. And in many instances you can, but there is also culture and race which come into play at many points, in that when you start to move up and to advance, and you start to threaten the powers that be, whether it be a corporation or what have you, there are elements in there which set out to kind of block you, right, to keep you at a certain level, because if you were to keep rising, then you might rise up above them. And the whole, I think that the MO way of thinking for those corporations or those people is basically to keep control and to make sure that they are on top. So observing that is what inspired the play. Being an Angelino, growing up in L.A.
Angelino, explain that, Angelino.
Well, L.A. is more than Tinseltown.
Okay.
It's more than just Hollywood. The world that I know and the world that I see around me has always included, everyone has always included Latinos. There are Latinos and there are Anglos also in my works, because that's the world that is. The difficulty, it seems to me, from what you see on television and the vision that many people have, is that it's either black or white.
I really like how that came across in your two plays, and I commend you for that. I think we need to see more diverse characters other than black and white on stage. I know you play music, so hopefully you do a few soundtracks, or at least help out with them.
Well, there'll be soundscapes.
Soundscapes, that's it. I knew it was something I was
Soundscapes. I've been doing that with the Hittite Empire with Keith Antar Mason, and that's been a love.
Okay. Well, keep up the good work, and we hope to see some more of your work soon.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I thought the drama was good. I thought the writing, Oba wrote it from a very human point of view. He got to see the inner feelings of of the people involved areas. He's the type of writer that comes from a human perspective rather than action and movement. So I think sometimes you may not get the excitement you would want or the dramatic endpoint, because he's the type of writer I think who wants you to think.
Well,
I think in both plays he's not just talking about a Latino family or black family. He says we have a lot of common ground. And when you get to the human side, as he did in both plays, then we understand that we're really human beings that share a lot of the same problems.